Lucina. All right, wow. So Pokemon and swords. Mice and swords.
It's a tale of mice and swordmen.
Yeah.
All right, Lucina and Pichu, and then Marth and Pikachu. It's interesting how that kind of matches up like that. I'm really interested to see the Dittos here. It looks like we're not going to get it lining up, though, as Static chooses to have Pikachu as the anchor and leading with Marth versus Pichu. This seems like a coup, stock one. We all know that Pichu's biggest weakness is like those stubby limbs and the fact that it dies early. I want to see Marth get a tipper and kill at 40.
It certainly could happen. And I think on paper, Marth and Lucina are favored against Pichu, but sometimes just being so small could be really annoying. He low profiles a lot of the hitboxes you're going to be throwing out as a character that loves to swing aerials. So we'll see if that comes into play at all here. Pretty even start.
True, and we've already seen twice now that GoofyGoober tries to go ahead and toss out these Thunder Jolts, but you can't actually do that as effectively against Marth. Marth can just swat those away, either preemptively striking you or just cutting right through the projectile.
All right, going for the dash grab, just the back throw to off stage. Whoa, hold up.
That was kind of wild.
That could have hit maybe like a straight to the ledge angle since the shield breaker was pointed down. But I don't know, GoofyGoober's still hanging on here.
Seems like Static did the same thing I had in mind, just like kill the rat early.
Yes.
Do not try to like let this go out. There we go, the back air doing it sub 120 right there before the hit. Now the weight, and now we've got the sword Dittos here. Everybody says that Lucina's better, but I really think that Marth kind of gets underestimated in this game.
Absolutely,
he has a lot of tricks he can pull off.
Marth is definitely nice, man. Check my clips on Twitter. Just kidding. Anyway, we got BWStatic hanging on to a bit of a lead here. In Smash 4, this matchup was actually better from Marth's end because he was taller, and therefore he reached further with his sword, even though it's the same length. That also puts you right at auto tipper range when you're contesting Lucina. Though I have no confirmation on this. I've heard that their hurt boxes or their model sizes were normalized to be the same in this game. So
I've heard the same thing, actually.
Yeah.
So I do think that that is the case. I mean, go ahead and call us out, Chad, if you think that we are incorrect, but that's been the word on my mind.
Yeah, could be total placebo, but I still feel like when I'm Marth against Lucina, I have the edge just based on that. But either way, we'll see how this match unfolds. So far, it's been BWStatic in control.
Yeah, just really unable to get anything like chained together so far. Is this Lucina? It's kind of part of it's the nature of the matchup, but even the ledge pressure's been like lackluster here. Marth's been getting upper free, and then the edge guarding has also been a little bit lackluster. I don't think there's a double jump here, but decides to back off that buffered roll, giving up the opportunity to go off stage aggressively and end that stock. You're at 143, you don't have anything to lose, but if you're going to get that forward tilt, I guess that'll work too.
Yeah, such a good move against fellow sword characters. They're generally looking to land on you with an aerial. That move just sweeps underneath, anti-airs you, and especially when you're Marth, get the nasty tipper for the early kills. All right, either way, no tipper necessary on Greninja's fair. He's got some sword normals of his own.
Very true. Sword normals and then a nice fireball too in that water shuriken, which is actually a physical projectile, so Ness is not going to be able to absorb that. This is a matchup where Ness is going to have to box, and if GoofyGoober does not want to go in, she doesn't have to.
Okay, we're going to see the dash dance into grab. Oh, no drag down on that up air. That could have been massive damage, or at least a bit of an extension. Greninja, one of those tricky characters, man. Surprising to see him come out in the Squad Strike format. I don't know if this is GoofyGoober's main or not, but not a character that is very pick-up and play friendly, so a pretty bold choice here.
True, this might be the main because it was the anchor spot, but I do agree with what you said. This character has so many intricacies that if you do not know how to get that drag down 100% of the time, if you go for it, it's going to be a tragedy. You're just actually giving your opponent better stage positioning against you because of how much lag there's at the end of it.
All right, we're seeing the back air come out. Shuriken interrupts the ledge grab. Ooh. I'm liking the play from BWStatic here, trying to get these cross-up aerials in there. And he's healthy. He knows he's got another stock to play with here. And assuming that the tag static means anything, I would guess Pikachu's his main, especially in that anchor position.
Dead on, and not at all going to need it, though. It seemed really as though that match was defined by the standout performance of Marth, both outboxing Lucina and killing her early with a tipper, and then just taking the favorable matchup on Pichu, despite the fact that you were able to get something going with that Greninja getting the stock relatively early. It was not enough to overcome that big deficit.
Yeah, I think the start is also huge in this game, in this format, right? Because assuming you're saving your best character for last or maybe fielding them first to get a big lead, if you lose that first stock, the middle character, you might be in some dangerous territory, and we can see it go to 3-1 pretty quickly.
That's really how it seems to work, actually. That's such a good observation right there. You have to be confident in your main because you don't want them to steamroll you. So you either want to lead off with it or anchor it. It's never the middle character. Yeah. The middle character is always that weak link that you can just expose. And if that happens and you're playing against a very fast-paced character, that can actually open you up even harder.
Yeah, the mental advantage could be super real. But then again, you know, we saw Yeti field Mega Man in the middle in his last game with Hazmat, switching the order up. And I think a lot of people will probably be looking for these order counter picks. Yeah, we're going to see Static stick Pikachu in the middle this time. Meanwhile, still a Pichu lead on the part of GoofyGoober, but Greninja coming out in that spot instead of Lucina.
And no more Ness, but Mewtwo instead. So the Poke battle is real. We're going to have to see if it's going to be Pikachu or Mewtwo that's going to be finishing this one off. Mewtwo kind of one of those characters that we don't get to see a lot. Phenomenal to bring it back for Squad Strike, though. I think that that's like a sleeper character in this particular format.
And I'm very pleased with the rosters these guys have. Pokemon and Fire Emblem, probably my favorite game series outside of Smash. So
I don't
props
know.
to Squad Strike for letting that happen.
Yeah, there's too many Fire Emblem characters in this game, though. No more. No more swords.
I mean, give me Hector and we're good. He's got an axe.
All right, that's real. We'll see that.
All
as
right.
long as he doesn't echo the Belmonts. No more of that.
Yeah, no, not that kind of axe. I mean, he could have a hand axe. But either way, we've got GoofyGoober going up in the lead to start things off. Short hop back air going to extend that a little bit more. No punish on the missed sweet spot recovery on the part of BWStatic there. That could have been really bad. Sometimes Marth and Lucina just don't want to grab that edge on the way up, man. You got to be looking out for it. But, of course, the swing on that and then get whiff punished if they do grab the edge is unfortunate, too.
What do you think of this counter pick, actually?
I think it's going to at least contribute to some better survival for Pichu, and also having the wall recoveries and the Thunder Jolts riding down the wall could be really good. But Pikachu, rather, on BWStatic's team will benefit from the same things.
Very much agree right here. But right now, Pichu is living a little bit longer and doing much better in neutral. Already 100% on Marth. Both characters just about at kill range. But anything. Static doing a good job of trying to like swing without recovering. But what is this edge guard? This is such an opportunity, but Goober decides not to go off stage again. I feel like with Pichu, you have to do that. You have to go ahead and play aggressively and end those stocks early, because if you allow them to live to high percentage, you're going to be hurting yourself so much that anything will do it. Right now, I would not be surprised if Marth up throw finishes off right now.
It might. Let's see. No, he's not going to go for it. He probably knows his percents. This one should, though. Of course, the up throw noticeably weaker than it was in Smash 4, but still has the juice to take you out sometimes. Wow, sour spot up tilt, man.
All right. Yeah, Pichu's kind of light.
Yeah. Like you said, one of those characters that if you're not choking the life out of your opponent very quickly, it could really come back to hurt you.
So this matchup change, I think, is going to actually go a lot better here. I do believe that Greninja does very well against these two sorties in particular.
Same. Able to just slip underneath those aerial approaches, dash attack and down tilt. Get a lot of damage for them, too. Wow, forward air from center stage going to be enough to do it. Greninja has so much knockback on some of his moves, man. It's crazy.
For no reason. Forward air, normally it feels like the move is a little bit stale because Greninja likes to space with it, but then it comes back from the blast zone. It's like, okay, it's fresh now. Now it kills instantly.
I've made the official decision that GoofyGoober mains Greninja after seeing that combo. Quick 45 off the bat and starting to schmoove a little bit here.
Reverse up air, though, that was very nice by Static, getting Greninja in a kind of an awkward spot. Greninja has a lot of mobility, but has to vary the options. Can get a little bit too linear if you're not varying your recovery enough.
Oh, the down tilt could have poked Pikachu's head on the way up, led to some nice damage, but we're going to see this fight continue. Static, we didn't see the Pikachu last game, but potentially the best character on his roster, too. This could be a huge turning point for either player.
And these full hop approaches with this Greninja, it's really difficult for Static to get a couple solid hits. It seems like it's one or two, and then we reset to neutral. It's just the Pikachu pressure, like the trademark, I'm going to carry you across the stage and end your stock. That's not happening.
It's also hard on a character like Greninja. He's got very weird physics. He's a mid-weight fast faller, which means that, you know, the combos will work very well on him, but it's just tricky to pop him up the right way at the lower percents because he sinks like a rock. Talking about up throws that kill Pikachus for no reason. It's so strong in this game.
The changes to Pikachu from like Smash 4 to Ultimate, they gave it so many like weird tools, including that up throw, the spiking down air. Who had that idea? I want to know.
Esam, obviously. Yeah, straight up off the top of the up throw.
That'll do. So now Goofy back on the last character, this time Lucina, a consistent character that I think does well against both Pikachu and Mewtwo. So this could very well be the start of a comeback. You just need to play solidly in neutral. You cannot be at a high percent for Mewtwo to just grab you, get one or two punishes, and then toss you off the top.
Very true. And this is a battle of spacing versus speed and low profiling things. We'll see if GoofyGoober is able to just wall the Pikachu out.
We're
so
already
Static
seeing
doing a great job.
Smash attacks come out. Like, this is not waiting for the conversions, not waiting for the hit confirms, not trying to box off. Say, this is, I'm going to swing forward smash. Please run into it. And that's problematic when you're going that much aggression that early.
Yeah, definitely a risky play, especially with a character like Lucina, whose straight hits are just so strong. you can just fight, you know, obey the natural pace of the match, let the kills come to you, but if you try to force it, that's when you get into trouble.
Up throw not going to do it here. 146%. Static is surviving, and I think that we are seeing definitively the Pikachu is the main. Look at how confident he plays. He just knows what he can get away with. That time, a bit errant there. Good spot dodge by Goober, though, to get rid of that stock and bring this to a last stock situation.
Yeah, down smash was super clutch. Not only did it low profile, but it also anti-cross up the Pikachu forward air right there. And we're going to see potentially one of those throw KOs you were talking about, Scabs. Mewtwo, a character with tons of raw kill power that even rivals Lucina or straight up outclasses it.
I think that this is the best strength about Mewtwo is that it's consistent kill power. I mean, you don't need to really go for anything crazy. Down tilts can get it. Shadow Ball is really, really simple, and it's still oppressive at edge. You can just call out a spot dodge or anything with a down B, and then if they actually go in and touch your shield improperly, just yoke them out of there.
Static was looking for a grab for like 20 seconds straight, and then he just saw the double jump. He's like, all right, I'm sneaking in here with forward air. Going to take the set 2-0.
So patient.
They're still sitting down. Is this a best of 5?